Hello, everyone. This is Brittany Carter Whitlow here, and I'm here to talk about critique number 5. I read an article in a journal, International Education Studies, and it is about organization, a culture of self education of music teachers. And this was more of a collegiate article. It gave surveys to college students and to others about seeing whether or not them as music teachers or music teachers that they have had before were professionally ready themselves to self-educate. I chose to use this article in lieu of my topic because every time that I would read into my articles, it would always fall back on the music educator. It would fall back on what we know about culture within the classroom, how we can teach it, but then it also goes into the school, saying whether or not you're in a rural area or a suburban area, and if your school has money or not to provide, things that can give cultural enhancement. My question is, and why I chose to read this article, discuss whether or not we as undergraduate students in college should have a class on cultural enhancement before we educate others, so that if we do run into a school that does not have, you know, the proper technology or books or anything to teach culture, that we already know enough from our education studies that we can teach in our own method and way and use and find examples ourselves that can actually culturally enhance our students without having a proper curriculum from the school. Also, what area you live in. If you live in an area that is rural, that doesn't really have culture within it or enhancement of culture, that you as the music educator can bring it to them. And I believe this article really did go into that. From the results, most schools did not have teachers who could possibly teach culture just from their self education. And I feel, again, like that falls back on our undergraduate degrees and whether or not we could have a class that enhances that. We take, for example, at Western, we take 411 and 412, and maybe there could be a class in between that or around that that gives more enhancement of culture, different cultures from all over the world that we could use. Hey, we have materials from undergraduate that we can just bring to our classroom and help our students that way if we are not given. And then that also leads us to be, even if we do have the proper technology and books, it gives us leeway to actually be better educators of culture. Sometimes we do have the proper things and we still cannot teach it because we do not understand how to teach different cultures. So I hope you read into this article. It's actually really entertaining, and it has a lot of tables and a lot of scientific materials used to verify everything that they had done. So hope you read it. Thanks.